Okay, I think I'm rolling here. Oh, looking at one of these finished sheds that is marketed as tiny homes again. I don't know if y'all seen my previous video on it. It was a different builder. This one's come up, so I thought I'd see. From the initial looking of it, from the initial outset, it looks like a really cool shed or tiny home. This one comes with interior walls already formed. And in my other video, I told you why it was a bad idea to usually use a shed for a home. And I don't know, was that last year, year before last? But let's go and look at this one. Right off the bat, we see this window is not level. There's absolutely no wrapping, flashing on this window. Well, because one thing, they use a radiant barrier product, which is good, but there's no house wrap. So if you get a leak behind there, it comes right in your house, comes right into your, if you got bad insulation, comes right in there, whatever you got. So another thing, let's look at the window headers, windows and door headers. Completely framed wrong. There's no load bearing on these. All the load will be directed onto the crooked window. So here we got corners. These corners should be, that top one should be overlapping the bottom one, and they should be tied together. They're not, they're just some nails sewn in there. That makes for a very unsturdy home. Vent, the little old soffit vent screen they put up there. So you see, these things aren't constructed as well. And this is a pretty well-known lot. They have several lots in the areas, and they're pretty well-known builder in this area. Now this is a little loft up here. This is supposed to be the bathroom, bedroom. You could probably move the, as you can see, we were by the highway. You could probably move that back and have all this open. I mean, it's a pretty nice area. This would probably be your kitchen area here. But, you know, these things are built as sheds because they are sheds, and sheds aren't home. Look at this header here. There should be a jack stud there and a jack stud there. There's not. Again, nothing supporting the weight other than your window, which that even looks like it's a little crooked. So before you run off and spend 15, 20 grand on a home here, again, your corners are not overlapped. They're just thrown in there. Take a second look at a lot of this construction, because we're done seeing in some of the forums people having problems with their shed to house or their shabbins or whatever they want to call it. And this is part of the reason. Now, this is acceptable for a non-load bearing header. It's an interior header. But these on the outside wall are load bearing, and they're constructed wrong. And you eventually you will have problems. Door looks all right. They're good Therma-Tru doors, but just a little bit crazy about how they construct these, because really it wouldn't take any more material and very little time to do this right way. But they don't have home builders building these. What they have is, you know, most of these are built on a lot or in a shop, and they just have cheap help. Look at this header here, how crooked it is. But again, we do not have no jack studs under, and I don't know what's up with the double stud there, but they just have whoever warm body going, okay, you nail here, you nail there, blah, blah, blah. And this is what you get. This would be a nice sized bathroom, but there again, it's just not constructed like a home. That's one reason it's as cheap as it is. If call 15 grand cheap. So buyer beware. And I'm looking up here. I love these dormers, but I'm looking here. They're constructed improperly. This is going to give you a world of hurt. There's no cripples over those. No cripples under them. Those are going to give you a world of hurt. There again, no flashing. So, yeah. So y'all really need to be aware of this type of stuff when you're buying one of these fix and turn in. I see people on YouTube and forums, you can just tell by looking at, they're so excited, they're getting in it, and that's great, all for it, but, piece of crap is piece of crap. When you just study basic building techniques, then go and look at these. You can see the header of front door. I don't know if you can see that crooked. In fact, here's a perfect example about the craftsmanship I'm talking about right here. See that gap? Let's see if I can get over here. See that gap? That header's, cut the jackstone too short instead of cutting another one to match that of the right here's where I'm talking about. Should be no gap there because this is supposed to be carrying weight, but not the way they did it. Anyway, guys, before you run out and buy you a shed and you're going to make a debt-free home out of it, which I think that's why I started looking at it, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'll probably end up building me a pole barn home. But before you start doing this, take a look at these things. Some of them, are built decent, but these got the looks going on. Everybody loves the looks, and this is a beautiful home on the outside and the inside if you don't really know what you're looking at. There again, we have no, while this is a radiant barrier, if I get water coming in someplace, where is it going to go? It's going to come inside the house. It's going to get if you've got bad insulation, it's going to get in the bad insulation, and then it's going to start causing mold to grow. Mold's going to start growing on your ass before you know, or you may be wondering why you're sick all the time. When if you'd open your walls, you see you got nothing but a big old mess of mold growing in there. So anyway, hey, Donald, Blue Collar DIY. I just thought I'd bring you this. I'm out looking at these things today. So far, I haven't seen a manufacturer that I would buy. If I bought this, I'd have to tear a lot of this stuff out and redo it. And then that brings me to why buy it if you got to do that. Just look at the poor cut quality on this thing. But people buy these apparently all the time, thinking it's their answer. And I love nice little floor plan. But it's just can't do it on this one. Can't do it on this one. So guys, girls, before you run out and do it, just take time, look at YouTube on some basic building techniques, then go and Google's full of places. Then go and just compare that to what you're seeing in these sheds. Because this is all this is, just shed. That's why they call this shed. They don't call these homes because they would have to meet code. This structure of this building would not meet even the basic codes of many areas. So anyway, hey, Donald, Blue Collar DIY. I'm going to get out here and look at a few more. Thank y'all for checking in, and hey, like and subscribe down here. Click the little bell so you'll get an update every time I do the post a video. And we'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day.